You spend hours crafting the perfect video, hit publish, and wait. 1 hour later, you check your phone. 0 views. 4 hours later, maybe a few hundred. But then the line goes flat. This exact scenario has sparked a widespread panic among new creators. A rumor is spreading that simply opening the YouTube Studio app too many times actually penalizes your channel. The theory is that constantly refreshing the page freezes your reach and permanently kills the video's momentum. It is easy to see why we do it. The app is designed to hold your attention. The real-time view graphs constantly tick up and down, and that 1 of 10 ranking system delivers a sharp dopamine hit when you are winning. It engineers a compulsive loop, making you check your phone every few minutes just to see if the numbers have moved. Here is the reality. You can open the Studio app once a day or 1,000 times a day. The algorithm is completely blind to it. Constantly refreshing your analytics has absolutely zero effect on your video's reach. The real danger of this habit isn't technical at all. It is entirely psychological. This graph illustrates your emotional state. When a video hits rank 1, you feel incredible. But as rankings slide, panic signals fire. Soon, your focus starts to fracture. Instead of writing, you spend hours staring at past data, overanalyzing tiny details like thumbnail colors. The anxiety deepens when you place those early, fragile numbers next to the view counts of established creators. You see someone post a video 2 hours ago with 100,000 views, while yours is stuck at 20. You forget that they spent 4 years building that audience, and you begin doubting your own style. Staring at that screen doesn't kill your video's reach. It destroys your mental peace. The constant tracking drains your creativity, fills you with imposter syndrome, and eventually forces you to quit entirely. So, if your own anxiety didn't sabotage the upload, we have to look at the actual data to find the cause of death. Why do videos really stop getting views? Looking at this funnel, we see the algorithm's first major checkpoint, click-through rate. When YouTube suggests your video to a potential viewer, this metric measures the tiny fraction of people who actually decide to click on your thumbnail. A lot of creators pack their thumbnails with heavy text that becomes unreadable on a small mobile screen. If the image doesn't immediately spark a question or trigger an emotion as someone scrolls past, they will ignore it. We can diagnose this exact failure point by looking at the timeline. If 24 hours have passed since upload and your click-through rate is sitting below 5%, the packaging failed. The title and the thumbnail are the culprits. It does not matter if the video itself is a masterpiece. If you cannot persuade a viewer to stop scrolling and click, the algorithm will never know your content is good. But let's say your packaging works. You get the click, the viewer enters the video, and yet the views still mysteriously dry up. This chart highlights the second critical checkpoint, audience retention. The algorithm tracks exactly how long people stay watching, and as we can see here, a massive portion of the audience is abandoning the video almost immediately. The damage usually happens right here in the intro. Creators often use long, rambling introductions, or they demand that the viewer subscribe before delivering any actual value. Fixing this requires a structural change. You have to hook the audience right away by identifying the exact problem they clicked on and then teasing a solution that they will only discover if they keep watching until the end. When thousands of viewers click away within the first 10 seconds, YouTube receives a clear signal that your video is a waste of time. Once that signal is logged, the algorithm stops suggesting it to new people. Knowing why a video fails is only half the battle. To actually survive on the platform, you need a system that completely separates your personal emotions from the cold analytics. It starts with the 24-hour quarantine. When you publish a video, you must physically restrict yourself from opening the Studio app for an entire day. During those first few hours, the data wildly fluctuates. Waiting a full day ensures that the numbers you are looking at are stable, accurate, and ready to be diagnosed. The second rule is about how you view the data. You have to treat the Studio exclusively as a post-mortem tool. You go in strictly to check your click-through rate and your retention graphs to find out what needs fixing, never as a measure of your own self-worth. By setting these strict boundaries, you strip the emotion away. The app stops being a source of paralyzing fear and becomes exactly what it was meant to be, a sterile, practical tool for growth. A highly motivated creator will often ride a wave of excitement, upload 3 videos, watch them flop, and quit entirely. A disciplined creator builds a system that expects those early failures. Discipline means adhering to a schedule. It means writing, shooting, and publishing the next project, whether your last video got 1 million views or 0. YouTube is a long-term operation. Building an audience does not rely on random luck, and it cannot be sustained by brief, intense spikes of motivation. To survive, you have to block out the noise. Ignore the dopamine hits, step away from the vanity metrics, and let relentless, methodical discipline dictate your entire process.